stream doesn't want to load on my phone. But if anybody's actually watching, hi, and welcome to the first ever One Life Wednesday, One Life Ori and the Blind Forest stream. As usual, today we are going to be trying to get through as much of the game as possible on One Life difficulty, and we'll see how well that goes. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm not even sure if the mic's working. I might have to check that real quick. In fact, I think I'm going to do that real quick. I'll be right back. Back in here. Alright, there we go. Back in the game. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Not sure if the mic is picking me up right now for some reason. How about now? Is that better? I don't know. Can't tell. Let's see. My phone is not keeping up with the stream. Kind of wish I had my computer set up right now. Just a second, for anybody who might be thinking about jumping in and watching. I mean, either way, I'm going to go ahead and just play, and hopefully people will trickle in and watch. Hoping that audio is working. Not sure if it is. Oh, crap. Well, I killed him a little too early. There we go. There, he's back. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I just started playing Will-o'-the-Wisps the other day, and I've gotten so used, like, well, I can't say I've gotten so used to it. I mean, I've gotten so used to playing this that, like, I don't know. Overall, the controls just, they feel a little slower in that one. Not that that's a bad thing. Okay, cool. Alright, well, down here, let's go ahead and put her up. Yeah, this is just one of those games that is gonna, like, for me at least, it's never gonna get old. Even after playing the new one, I still love this one. You know, for the longest time I used to think, like, you know, man, I wish that somebody else was around that, like, loved this game as much as I did. And I mean, it's got plenty of fans, but not too many around me, really. Like, nobody that really sees the game the same way that I do. And I used to think, like, you know, it kind of sucks, but I don't know. This game kind of struck that kind of chord with me, and if it didn't with anybody else, that's fine. I'll take care of you. And I keep forgetting, I can go level up. Got skill points. Need to use them. Let's see what's next. I think we do this one. Oh, whoops, I forgot to do this one. Okay. There we go. And away we go. Off toward new adventures. Yeah, I figured I've gotten the achievement on the Switch version, but I should probably get the achievement on Ori's home console too. So work on this one, and you know, hopefully some of you can come along for the journey with me. Even so, this is a lonely game, so you know. Either way, I won't be upset about it. Just gotta stay hopeful. Stay hopeful, stay positive. Stay alive. Because we only have one life. Close. Oh god. Okay. That was close. But come on. Oh, I don't have any energy left. That would be why. That's a good indicator. As to why I can't charge up my light burst. Go! And down we go. Actually, first let me go grab this over here. Pretty sure I already grabbed this stuff, but, you know, I need this. Oh, hi! Nice to see you back. I'm sorry, but in order for me to live, you must die. is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Oh yeah, I remember when I died there. Fun times. I'm not grabbing that. For anybody who hasn't played One Life mode, yeah, that's a wisp. They're good and bad. Like, they can give you, they'll give you a skill point immediately as soon as you pick them up. But if you're in a particularly dangerous area like that, and, like, as soon as you pick it up, like, once Ori lands on his feet, they just immediately, like, it'll immediately, like, have him get stuck in an animation where he's picking it up. And you'll die! You'll die again. So, you know, at that point, it's better to just avoid them altogether. As nice as they are. Okay, room to level up again. Woo. More damage. Whee! Yeah, the combat's a little uninvolved in this, you know, like, you don't really have to do much. I mean, that's one thing in the second game's favor, is that the combat is awesome. Like, it's everything I wanted it to be. I mean, the sequel really, like, in a lot of ways is everything I wanted it to be. It could be a little better optimized, but otherwise, like, Moon Studios did a phenomenal job on that. Like, on Will-O-the-Wisps. Like, it is so good. Anyway, I'm gonna stick to my own philosophy of not spoiling anything, because I know it's been out for a little under a month at this point, but still, like, you know, there's probably plenty of people who want to play it that haven't played it yet, and they'd probably like to go in blind like I did, or about as blind as you can get anyway. Really hard to avoid news on the internet these days. I mean, I did have a few small things spoiled for me, but nothing large, nothing major. And hopefully it stays that way until I finish the game. In fact, there were already a couple of things that I kind of already figured out myself. Right off of the get-go, just because I could see the way that the game, like the direction that they were heading with the story in the game. Just based on, like, the trailers and everything like that, it wasn't hard to figure out. Anyway, no more spoilers. Not that there were any, just, you know, no more hints at spoilers. Like, that's why, like, if anybody asks me if I'm gonna do a stream of Will-O-the-Wisps, in the future, definitely. Like, yeah, totally. But I want to give the game time to, you know, stew a little bit. I want more people to experience it for themselves, because this is the type of game that, like, it's better experience yourself. At least the first time around. It's funny, I'm kind of... It's funny to say, like, oh, it's better to experience it yourself, when, like, the first exposure I actually had to it was a buddy of mine got it at this old game store in Brown City called Game Age. If any of you have ever been there, like, awesome store. They didn't shut down until the governor made an order here in Michigan for all non-essential business to close down. Like, we went there a couple days before that happened. And, yeah, it's a great little store. If you've never been there, go. Like, it's in Brown City in Michigan. It's awesome. Yeah, it's actually where I got a couple games that I'm hoping to talk about on my channel soon. Still working on a couple kinks with what I'm going to be doing on that, though. I mean, this quarantine has made shit... Well, I mean, you know, it's an... I didn't mean to say that, but it doesn't really matter. It's an 18-plus stream anyway. This quarantine's just made things really difficult. As part of the project, like part of the problem with my plan at this point is that a buddy of mine that I want to help me work on it hasn't really been able to leave his house for anything other than work. I mean, as it is, like, that's how it kind of should be, is like, at this point in time, you don't, it's better to stay indoors with everything that's going on. Stay indoors, wash your hands, you know, keep safe. I would say kind of like Ori and Naru at the beginning of this game, but I mean, things didn't exactly get better for them. I hope that's not a reflection of what happens in real life. Ow, that hurt. Usually I make that gap. Ew. Oh, wait, you know what? I just realized I got a skill point. Why am I not using it? No, okay. I keep hitting the B buttons. It's funny, it hasn't even been that long since I played this version of the game. It's already like, oh wow, it's so taboo. Hey! Come out and attack me! Come on out! Ah, you missed me. You know, this was the first time I went through One Life mode. This was actually where I died the first time. Well, second time. First time was actually back that way. So I got stuck on the log. Like, there was some kind of bug. But, yeah, the second time I was going through here, and I kept trying to grab the wisp that I died with. And it was not going well. Because you die here with a wisp, like, you're screwed. That was close. Go. Yep, there we go. Well, I can't get any of that. Was kind of hoping some of that would come my way, but no matter. Onward we must go. Yeah, I'm gonna try and at least get through the Gitso series before I finish up today. Said I was gonna go until 8 o'clock, and I hope to still do that, but that might not be the case. Depending on how well I do today, I might finish up a little bit early. Then again, it is the first One Life stream, so we'll see what happens. Oh, you know, I forgot to put, you know, I'm gonna go back and do that real quick. Not exactly ideal, but I'm gonna go do it. Let's see. No, Ed, go. Wrong button. Let's hope that doesn't get me killed. I'm pretty sure I'm at the point where I shouldn't have any extras of these. I probably forgot to put one in the, Whoa, okay, let's not do that. Probably forgot to put one in, no. Bad. Stranger danger. Probably forgot to put one in, spirit caverns too. Hello. Goodbye. Whee! You know, in this one, I really didn't mind the fact that they didn't have combat be all that involved, because it lets you kind of take in the environment a little bit more. And I mean, one thing that the first game does not have going for it, at least now with the sequel out, is how alive it feels. But I mean, it's not really supposed to feel alive. It's supposed to be kind of decaying. I think that kind of just lends itself to the game's style. And I mean, you know, in a way, the way that they've set up the sequel, as much as I love like all the improvements to the animations and everything like that, and how much more alive it feels, the environment that you're in that game kind of, it's essentially the same setup. The same thing's going on. That is the only spoiler I'm giving. I should probably stop talking now, at least about Will-O-the-Wisps. Because if I keep talking about Will-O-the-Wisps, I'm gonna spoil things. Not on purpose, I assure you. These here. Go! Whee! Nope, I've already done that. Go back down here. I said back down there. I don't know if anybody noticed in my I'm sure they probably did, because I didn't really point it down. I didn't point the camera down on my shirt, but when I had taken that little bit of footage and put it on YouTube about how I was streaming, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I am wearing one of my official Ori merch shirts, so I'm definitely in the Ori mood, but it's very rare that I'm not in the Ori mood. I just try not to be too overbearing about it. So a lot of the time I'll be at work with a buddy of mine, and he was talking about how excited he was for Doom Eternal. And, I mean, as he should have been, because Doom Eternal's awesome. All I could talk about was Ori and the Will-O-the-Wisps. About how much I was looking forward to playing it after I got One Life mode done. And, I mean, to be fair, I got it done on my Switch. Not when I wanted to, necessarily, but I did it, so, you know, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm even happier about it when I get it on this version. And I just got all of the achievements across the board. Well, except for on the PC version, but that'll have to come later, because, I mean, I have it on my PC, but I think that it's not... I think my computer's too out of date to run it very well, because the last time I tried to run just Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, the game did not want to work well. I don't know why. Like, the first time I played it on my computer, it was perfectly fine. That was the first time I played it through fully. But, yeah, last time I did it, just didn't want to work. Alright, there we go, that's better. And now back to the Moon Grotto. Whee! Usually I run through here multiple times and just farm spirit load off of the enemies, but they don't really drop a whole lot. I hear you in there, fish. I don't care about you, though. Mostly because you just want to nom on my giblets. Ah! Can't have these giblets though. These giblets are too good for you. Whee! Why did I keep? Oh crap! I wanted to go to the moon grotto. Went to the cornfield swamp. Whoopsie! There. That's where I wanted to go. That is what I wanted to do. Okie dokie. Give me that. Like that. Ah. You know, we'll go through here first. And hopefully this won't get me killed. Hi-yo! There we go. Quickly! Run! I just hated going through those parts. It's so scary. Like you just barely have enough time to get through it. Yeah, it's funny. You'd probably think, like, oh, well, with how much of an expert you are in this, like, you wouldn't have died in Will-o'-the-Wisps yet, would you? Unfortunately, yes. Only twice, but I got through a good, like, hour or so of the game. Hour or two of the game, and came up against the second boss. But before that death, I had encountered a similar trap to what those were, and it's when you first get the dash maneuver. And the dash in this game is a little bit different to the dash in that version of the game. In that version of the game, you're pretty much just as fast, but you don't cover as much distance. So, there's more of a chance of you failing at it and potentially losing a life off of it. But yeah, so what ended up happening was I didn't even realize that that trap was there, and before I could react, it got me. As it usually happens. Whoa! Guma, why? Why, Gumo? Why have you done this to me? Okay, well, with nowhere left to go, we must venture further. Oh no, it's another one of his traps. Gumo, how could you? Gumo, how could you? I trusted you. Why would you do this to me? Oh, yeah. Thanks. You know, it's funny, I always end up getting into this conversation with my mother where, like, when I'm planning on doing a stream, she's always like, so how much does it cost? And I'm just like, Mom, it doesn't cost anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Streams are free. At least, like, 2 streams. As long as you've got internet, you're good to go. Get in there. Woohoo! I did it. There we go. That way. Let us focus on not getting crushed today. Hello, Mr. Spider-Man. Go. And this way! Whee! Whoop. Whoop. And a rip. Whoop. Hooray! Do that. Don't! Ow. That wasn't cool. That was a waste of a save. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Okay, thank you. Usually that one is pretty mean. He almost always hits me when I come through here. Hooray! Double jump. And, you know, there are a lot of YouTubers I watch that just like to discount the double jump as like, oh, well, that's just kind of like, why does every game have to use that? And it's like, I mean, I get it. Like, I understand the frustration. But at the same time, I kind of don't, because, I mean, double jump is just great. Sometimes maybe it's unnecessary, but I mean, other times, like, in games like this with a heavy emphasis on platforming, it's pretty necessary. Ow! Damn it! Ah. See, and that's why this is a 18+ stream, is because every now and then, one might just pop out. Trying to avoid it as much as possible, but, you know, when you're frustrated, you're frustrated. Go. This way. Put in a map stone. Yo! Yay! Okay, well that's not a good time. That's not a good time for that. Wait. And then go! Nope, 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 nope. I hit my head. I hit my head! I hit it with my head! Why did you hit the block? For anybody who gets that reference, you're awesome. Even if you don't get that reference, you're awesome. Just, you know, everybody's awesome. Have an awesome time out there. Keep safe, please, though. Keep safe in these uncertain times. Oh God! That was almost bad. I don't care if it's a waste. I'm doing that. 'Cause that was scary. Let's see. I have to cost a charge flame. Gotta do that. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and go down and do this. Because I can. Cover up the deadly death lasers of deathliness. across the poisoned pools of pungent, putrid poison. Ow! Oh God! Woo! Unexpected stress! God, just out of nowhere, just... Why does that keep happening? I don't like that. That needs to stop. Like, you need to stop it, game. Oh, okay, come on. Then hits the spikes and dies. Let's not do that. Yay! Wait for that. Away! I like to think I'm pretty good at this game, but every now and then I slip up. As evidenced by the several times I've tried one life. And I mean, I say this is the first One Life Wednesday, and it kind of is. I mean, I don't know what day I streamed the last time I did this, but I tried doing another stream and didn't end up saving. Got through the entire first part and then died right at that one point that you saw there earlier on in Spider Cove. Sitting here hoping to get through the Ginso tree before I'm done, though. Hopefully we can at least do that today. At least one good attempt. How many spikes I keep hitting this time, though. I mean, just... I hope it goes well. Yeah, you kind of got to get into a process with One Life mode, though. Like, I was telling people on the Ori and the Fan Club fan page on Facebook. It is about patience. It definitely is about patience. But there is a little bit more to it than that. When you get yourself into a rhythm. Get yourself into a rhythm, then you can find one that works. And you can overcome whatever obstacles are in your way. There's going to be bumps and bruises along the way, but you'll get through it. See, just like Ori did there. Gumo, come back! Thank you. Please don't try to kill me again. I want to say I'm where I usually am when it comes to how I've leveled up by now. Somewhere around here. Woo! There we go. Miss me. Alright, and we do that one there. Hopefully I can get one more before we get to the Ginso tree, because I want to say I actually usually have that split plane by the time I get there too. Not going back that way. I don't trust it. Anyway, with the death laser, I don't trust. And for good reason. It's not good to trust death lasers. They will let you down every time. Okay, maybe not every time, but almost every time. And, you know, I hope anybody who is watching this doesn't think I think I'm some kind of elitist. Just because I got through a one-life playthrough of Ori doesn't really mean much. Not a lot of people have done it, but I mean, not a lot of people have really played it. At least, like, not in the grand scheme of things. Do I feel good for doing it? Absolutely, but, you know, I wouldn't put myself above anyone else. I just played a game I enjoyed until I got to a point with it where I felt like I'd completed it. And in a lot of ways I did. I got all the achievements and everything. It's just one of those games that, you know, it really resonated with me, so I kept playing, even when I'd beaten it several times over. Continue to have fun with it. Kind of like I am now. Even after playing the sequel, I still just, I adore this game. I mean, later on tonight, I'm probably going to jump back into the sequel and have tons of fun with that, too. Yikes! Nope, you can't get me! Can't touch this. Did everybody like my crappy rendition of Hammer Time? That's not what that was. I don't know what I'm talking about. Haha! You made a fatal error, frog. You trusted the death laser. You do not trust the death laser. Or you die by the death laser. Ah! Ow. Okay. Just simply push this over here. I don't trust you, Death Laser. Not one bit. Not one bit. Death Laser of deathly deathiness. A little bit of the XP, just because Like I said, I got myself into that rhythm where I just did this, even though, like, they don't give you much. And it just worked. Run, Murray, run. Yeah, it's funny how a character that speaks no words just resonates so well with me. Meanwhile, you get me talking, and good luck getting me to shut up. It's assuming you can get me talking now, because sometimes I'd rather just stay silent. Oop, okay. Just trying to look up, and everybody's like, whoa! And a yoop, and a whoop. And we save real quick. Go get that next energy sphere, and then onto the Ginso tree. I keep forgetting I don't have the split flame yet. So usually I'd get through here, I'd have the split flame, and I'd just roast them. Like, I'd be able to get through these guys in half the time. Just go up here. There we go. Yay! Please run back here and grab this one. Ugh. Ugh. Yucky. Nope, still gonna avoid getting that. This way, grab that. Don't touch the water, it's deadly pungent poison of, I don't know where I was going with that. Deadly pungent poison of putrid, poignancy? I don't know. Whee! I don't know if you can hear it, but my dog is barking right now. Calm down, man. Up and away! Whee! I bet you're wondering right now, wait, what are you doing? Why are you going that way? Well, because there is one ability cell I can get over here. Well, why aren't you using the opportunity to level up? Well, I don't feel like it, I guess. Whee! That, and then... Yep. Whee! You know, I wonder if they updated it so that they don't leave spikes when their projectiles hit the ground, because it doesn't seem to be happening with these guys in this version of the game. Wish I could jump high enough to get that life cell up there, but can't do that until I get... Well, actually, hang on. Oh, never mind! Never mind! Ha-ha! Victory is mine! I surprised... I surprised even myself. I can learn how to talk. Nope. And away! Woo. Drop there. Haha! With the power of spirit flame, I shall best my enemies. Yay! Look away for just a second to check the stream, and then suddenly just blobby guy. Big blobby spiky bastard. Like I said, it just pops out sometimes. My apologies. Nope, get that, and then we'll go and get that. Nice. Alright, and then we hop up here. Onward to the Ginso tree! For the glory of Nibel! Or Nibel, however you want to pronounce it. But I have split flame. Why is it not working? Why you no work? I'm supposed to get that one. This is the Switch version it did. Going this way. Onward and upward. We must climb the Ginso tree. Yeah, this next part here, usually that's where things start to get really tricky. I've had more than a few times where I get stuck on the geometry as I'm passing through and teleporting. And that was the old running joke back when I first started this game, was that, like, every time I died, I'd tell my friends, like, oh, no, I didn't die, I just teleported. I mean, in a sense, in a funny way, I mean, you could say that Ori technically is. Teleports out of Death's way. He just disappears when he respawns, so... Disappears and reappears. So, I mean, in a roundabout way, he kind of is. I think they slowed his animation down a little bit, too. Or maybe I'm just... No, he's still the same speed he always has been, I think. For some reason, his animation looked a little bit slow to me. So as compared to his original animation, in Will-O-the-Wisps, one thing I am going to say is that his new, like, just idle animation, it's a little bit slower. He's still adorable, though. It's just as adorable as Yay! Onward! In we go to get the best move of the game. Don't mind me just having some soft drink. Bash, it's the best move in the game! Whee! No, it's funny, there's a lot of people on the Ori fan page that apparently have a lot of trouble using the bash move. Not me! I have gotten so good at using it. As you will soon see. Well, you didn't see it there. I didn't position the orb well enough. I keep doing it slightly up. I need to stop doing that. Okay, there we go. That's better. Down. Down and then up again. Oh, whoops. There we go. Whee! Yeah, you saw all that, right? Like, I've gotten pretty good at using the bash. I don't mean to brag. I am bragging. I don't mean to brag, but I am. Over here. Haha! Victory is mine! Alright, everybody, I will be right back. I need to head to the bathroom real quick. Alright, sorry to leave you guys. I'll have to cut that out in post. Okay, then we can just go this way. Nearly there. Just gotta get a few more things done, and then we can head on out of here. I should have known that wouldn't make it. There, that should probably do it. Yep, that did it. I usually like to kill these little guys first, because they're kind of a pain in the butt. Ow! Meanie? Just wait for this. Oh, yeah! And a hill. Hill. Up you go. Up you buy. Yep. Fish gate. Just because I've gotten myself into the habit Down here. Down here into the spikes and death. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Now we'll see if I can make it. Usually I've got a pretty good track record. Cross your fingers! Spider, come on. Woo! Made it! I did it again. Gumo, thank you! Thank you, Gumo! Gumo, thank you! Fun fact for those of you who don't know, the woman who like sung the song for Ori's theme on that last bit, she's actually the voice for Sane here, for the little orb guy that follows you around. I don't want to try pronouncing her voice because I don't want to mispronounce it. Still, she has a lovely voice. Yeah, I remember tweeting on, like I was on Twitter like a couple weeks ago, like thanking Poker and Garrett Poker for being such a big part of like what made this game so great and what is making Will of the Wisps so great. And she liked my tweet, my little retweet. I was like, cool. Senpai noticed me. Just little acts of goodwill like that, they're always nice. Let's not touch the thorns. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, go, go, go. Don't run out of air. Let's not run out of air. As I burp. Yeah, I think at this point I'm just going to try and set myself up for the next part and probably call it good for today, because I think I've done a pretty good job. Like, I'm hoping that I don't die in this next bit before I get there. Again, like, I've got a pretty good track record for getting through it, but there have been a few times. There have been a few little middling times where it's like, oh, well, you know, I don't think I want to let you through there. There we go. Oh! Oh, I was cutting it close on that one. I know you guys can't see it, but like I was sweating a little bit. Ow! Dang it! Mean! Thorns are so mean! Oh, I forgot to save up here. I still only have one, so I can't actually do anything with that yet. This way, because we're gonna get another really good move. Another really good move for Ori to learn and destroy his enemies with. Yeah, I'm not sure anybody really understands quite how well you can use this next move for combat. Funny, you'd think I'd use bash for combat more than the stomp maneuver, but no. I call bash the best move in the game, but most used one is probably stomp, honestly. Just because in combat scenarios, you bash the ground a bunch of times, enemies aren't going to stand a chance. As with this one right here, watch. See, he's already dead. Usually that guy would be like would put up more of a fight. Ah! No, 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 no. Stranger danger. Little fishy no-no. See, they just don't stand a chance. We'll have them on the ropes before you know it. Dang it. Didn't go quite how I wanted it to. Get that yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. See, he's not quite close enough yet. More specifically, I don't have the shockwave to go with it. So, it doesn't cover as much distance. But once you get the shockwave, like, these enemies are gone, no problem. Yeah, so like I said, not really doing anything in particular at this point. Probably just going to grab a couple more collectibles and get myself set up for the next part, which will be the Misty Woods. And then we've got another tough part full of all kinds of death lasers to go through. I know a lot of people who have done One Life mode playthrough usually don't bother with the Blackroot Burrows and the Lost Grove, but I do it just for that extra sense of security, like, by the end of the game, that, like, if I take too much damage, I've got just a little bit more of a buffer. And usually I can make it through doing that, but I've purified the water, so no need. Go. More health. Now we're gonna go down and get even more health. More health. More health. You know, it's funny, like, you try sliding down the wall here and the camera just struggles. At least on the Switch version of the game. Whee! And into the spikes and dead. Let's not do that. I kid. I kid. Please don't let that actually happen. I've worked so hard to get where I am. I know I'm not really that far, but I've worked so hard to get where I am. Come on, weird pukey frog guy. Thank you. And now for your trouble, I shall release you from your torment. Get this away. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whee! Yeah, I know I make the platforming in this look really easy. It is once you get the hang of it. At first it can be a little daunting, but, you know, like, once you've gotten used to the timing on everything, it's actually quite easy to understand. The thing is, like, it looks like I'm spamming the A button, and to be fair, I sort of am, but you gotta do it with precise timing, otherwise Ori won't jump up as fast as you want him to. Like, it's pretty much gotta be as soon as he lands back on the wall. If you do it before or after, well, if you do it after, he'll still jump, but it's gonna be a little delayed. But if you do it any time before that, he ain't gonna jump for you. He's just gonna stick to the wall. You're like, dude, bro, that's not my fault, but I did what you told me to do. There we go. And see, now I'll level up a little bit more quickly. By the end of the game, I'll have all of the skill points I need, even without getting all of them. Now, let's see. Next, we want to go back this way. We'll save, and I know a couple of things back this way that I can get. couple of things down in the sunken glades that I can grab. And then we can head over to the Valley of Winds. Grab a few things that are there. And get set up for next time. Haha.
Another life cell is mine.
Yeah, after playing this for so long, like just this game, well, not just this game, but mostly just this game for so long, a lot of the moves in this just become second nature. Now, the funny thing is, in the Switch version, like when you do this, if you come back later, although the pegs are down, they're not blocking the lasers anymore. So, you know, fun fact for anybody who wants to play this game, just, you know, keep that in mind. Back that way. Go! Whee! And back up this way we go! Yay! Oh, he didn't respawn. Sweet. Yeah, it's funny, the other day I was watching a stream by Ego Raptor, because he started streaming on YouTube recently. Just him, like not him and Dan or anything like that, like not all together Game Grumps, it's just Aaron. It's funny, I was asking him if he's ever played these games, and he was like, oh yeah, Ori rules, I haven't played the second one yet. I mean, I'm not sure if he 100% understood what I was saying. I think I was asking if him and Dan were going to play it. Hold on. Well, okay, so I was asking him if him and Dan were ever going to play it on Game Grumps, but I wasn't as specific, so Doesn't really matter that much anyway. Plus, like, he'd probably end up doing a bit where he makes it seem like he hates it. And then I might get a little salty with him, so... You know, it's whatever. Oops. Well, that was lukewarm. Okay, here we go. Yep, there we go. Yeah! Yeah! Whee! Now, one of the things I love about this game is just how agile boring it is. Yep. Take care of that. Excuse me, you. Would really like not to have to deal with you right now, so I'm gonna just clear you out of my way. Oh, hello. You doing good? Yes, greetings and salutations to you too. I don't think the music's supposed to be this absent here. Maybe it's supposed to be showing me that I'm not supposed to be here yet. Because this is end game. End game area. Yeah, early game, don't mess with those guys because they will kill you. Like, as soon as they touch you, they explode and they will kill you. It is not fun. Hooray! Why am I not going down there yet, you may ask? Well, because I don't have the ability that I need to get the thing that's down there. I can go down here, though. Little fishy no-no. Oh wait, I forgot. I wanted to use him as a stepping stool. Oh well, I'll get him in a minute. He'll respawn. At least he should respawn. Go. Just stay right here. Yeah, see, for that last perk that I bought on the skill tree, it gives me more XP than it initially did. It doubles most of the XP drops. So I level up that much faster. Let's see if he respawns. I believe he should have. That one did, so the one up there probably did. Alright, now I need you over here. Thank you. And now you die! Wow, what a time for him to respawn. Could go back down there, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. There we go. Made that trip quick. Yeah, see, the more moves you get in this game, just like the quicker you're able to traverse everything. Right. That. I want to say I still keep going in this. So that one. And next I'll be able to breathe underwater. Let's see, I've gotten everything around here that I can get right now. Because I can't get up there yet. I can get up there. That's one thing that I missed. Oh, I can go down there and get that one too. Yeah, I forgot about those. Time. Yeah, in fact, I think there's either a life cell or an energy cell back here that I can get by using bash. You know, best move in the game. Bar none. See what I meant by, like, you can kill him in, like, half the time with split flame? It helps when your flame does more damage, too. Missed me! Yeah, one thing you want to avoid when you're playing is, like, never hit these spikes in particular, because in my personal experience, every time I've touched them, they kill me. But there are a few sections like that. At least early game, they've always got me, so just keep that in mind and be careful, everybody. Stay safe. Keep a little Ori here safe. Ugh. Look, a meanie McGrumplepuss. I killed him. Hooray! Whee! Go, and up this way. Whee! No, this is going a lot better than I thought it would. And I hope I didn't just jinx myself. There we go. This way, and here we go. Onward towards adventure. I just love how peaceful this sounds after you clear the water. It's just so serene. Yeah, see, this is usually how I get up there. I think that's just about everything. So we can continue on to the next bit. And I'll get myself set up. These ones are more resilient than the ones over here. They haven't responded. Just onward to the Valley of Wind! Sound like that one dude from Futurama. Welcome to the world of tomorrow! Save Game again. Not game, Game. What is a Game, you might ask? I have no idea. I just came up with it. I made it up. Ow. You were supposed to explode after the second shot, but I see that the second shot didn't hit you. Oh right, I don't have Kuro's feather yet, so I can't do that. I mean, I can. I won't make it, but I can try. Yes, I can't go any further this way because of that. Yes, because Goro is. She's a big old meanie. Yeah, it's funny, when I first played this game, I used to think that those birds were like her offspring or something. Not the case, but, I mean, they have the same goal as her. Sometimes I screw it up. Let's hope that isn't one of those times. And also hope that I didn't just jinx myself. Oh. That was close. But I still got it. Now I can glide. We're gonna do one more little thing and then probably gonna call it a day for now. I would play for a little longer, but I do that and I run the risk of playing this like all the rest of the day. I have other things I really like to do. So sorry to anybody who's especially been looking forward to this. I didn't realize how loud the water was here. Holy crap. I think we stole one. triple jump. Over here. Got one more little surprise for you. Oh, hello. That hurt. Meanie. If I remember correctly, those guys do not actually respawn. There we go. Now back to the save point. Yeah, it's not time to head that way yet because I can't actually get any further in until after I've gotten the Guman seal. Not very nice, man. Yeah, that's one of the robot masters in Mega Man. Not very nice, man. Yeah, later on, wind will be flowing through this area, so I can just ride up on the wind with the with Kuro's feather. Oh, that one. See if I can get a little bit more off of these birds up here. No. There we go. Alright. There we go. Alright. Well, I think that was a pretty successful stream. We got a lot done. We got through pretty much the first third of the game. Got through the Ginso tree and through the Moon Grotto and the Ginso tree. And we're well on our way to doing the, what's next? Misty Woods. Well on our way to doing the Misty Woods. And that was all without any deaths. I'm impressed. I honestly thought I would die a few more times. I thought I'd be a bit more scatterbrained about it. Yeah, who knows? I might actually just pull this out in 2 to 3 streams. I honestly thought that it'd take me longer. That's why I was calling this One Life Wednesday. It was going to be dedicated to just doing Ori One Life mode. Until I get it, at least. And then, you know, we'll see what happens next. We'll see what other games I stream. But for now, I think we did pretty well. Did pretty good on this one. I'm going to call it good. Just remember to, you know, stay indoors at this point because of everything that's going on. Don't touch your face, wash your hands, and keep that light inside of you shining brighter every day. With that being said, Will-o'-the-Wisps phasing out.